onset of fall weather, certainly a welcome occurrence for folks on a gorgeous day here in Santa Clara as we are situated at Levi's Stadium. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the New England Patriots and the San Francisco 49ers. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. They'll take that. 14 yards on play number 1. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. This defense for the Niners, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Fields now to throw. Hunter Henry brings it in. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 23. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical. They've been crisp. And as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal. That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
10 yards gets him closer, but now it's 4th and goal. Now, the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far in the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, it kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. They'll run it again with Henry. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. After the penalty, it's Henry. And some space here. And out across midfield down to the 45. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Running left, it's Henry. Powers through it. Room here to run. Touchdown, 49ers. Derrick Henry with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Niners are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead.
Bottom line, when you play a runner with these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, he will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
Brian Johnson now for the extra point. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
is here as he's taken down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And some room to run now. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Throwing on 2nd and long. Fields. And his throw here is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
New England on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Well, here we go on 4th down. Fields. And that's caught inside the 35. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. To the air again, Fields. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Pats have retaken the lead. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, and they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. They keep it with Henry on first down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Again, it's Henry. Powering forward. 114 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A first down carry for Henry. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Henry running and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Patriots. He's at the 40. 20. 10. 5.
Hey, whatever happened to the days of just getting a fumble recovery? Everyone's into taking it the other way, trying to create points themselves, aren't they?
Well, they are. And now a terrific opportunity inside the 5. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in, going option right. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
Kept it in his hands and tried to push it across the goal line himself, but the defensive front wouldn't allow him to do so, bringing up 2nd down and a bit farther.
On 2nd and goal, Fields. Touchdown, Patriots. Kadarius Toney, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Patriots will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They go play action here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. But one more time, they'll keep it on the ground. And they'll get him down here at the 23. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
By no means certainly are they out of this contest. Two-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, and that slope becomes even...
He's got a man, complete. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, 75 yards. And the 49ers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And Johnson's extra point up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
Back to the ground. And some room to work. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 43 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. Charvarius Ward there to make the stop.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. That one will go for 9 yards and a first down on the keeper.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Off play action, Fields. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now for getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 16. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Here's 2nd and 9. Uses the stiff arm. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain. And it's 3rd and 2 now. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Hands it off out of the gun. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
They'll try and run for it. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Patriots' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on. And he loses the football a second time.
So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
Kittle catching the slant. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
Right side, and he finds Gray.
It's a room to maneuver. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
This is what made the West Coast offense a staple around the NFL in the 80s and 90s. You don't have to push the ball deep downfield to come up with big plays, and there's an example of that right there.
They'll try the right side with Henry.
Jalen Johnson up to make the tackle.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
He's got it complete to Perkins.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Running the slant, Gray with it. And the 49ers are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
It'll be first and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Derrick Henry with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season.
And the 49ers have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Out for the PAT, here's Johnson.
It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. Yeah, they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And he ran right through one tackle as he fights forward for a gain of 7. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Fields on 1st down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. And they'll run on the inside. Blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 77 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 36. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Play action. It's Fields. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Henry. And he will be marked down short of the 1st as they get to him at the 29. On 4th down, Fields. Incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down, and the 49ers are going to get the football back. So that's a decision that could loom pretty large here. They go for it on 4th down, but come up empty.
But I actually like the call, and the reason? It shows me a head coach has faith in his team overall. First, on the offensive side, thinking they can pick it up, but also knowing that he has faith in his defense that if they don't, they'll go out there and stop them. I like the confidence he showed.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Now a handoff to Henry. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. They'll run. It's Henry. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. Derrick Henry denied here on 4th down. And the Patriots take over. They're going to have terrific field position. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
And he'll take this down to the 33.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Now it's Fields.
Henry's got it out on the left side.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And the 49ers are right back in this football game.
A critical error there in a tight game in the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is going to have the 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Running from the gun with Henry. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Gets this one to Juszczyk. And oh, he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to potentially send us to overtime. And his kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away.
And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely I take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime, I can still win it.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So it's the Patriots who will have first crack at it as we're back underway here in overtime. And he'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up past the 40-yard line.
That's a pretty strong return to start this overtime. And you know that if you run some decent offense, you should have a shot at a field goal. But I'd have to think to myself, I want the 6 points. I want this game over now. I don't want to give the other team a chance to come back and beat me.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen? Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Well, their defense did its job. Now they're going to get the football with a chance to win it.
And it feels like they ran out on the field, and right before they did, they told the offense, don't worry about this. We got you. Okay, we've got the situation under control. We'll get it back for you for a chance to win the game. And, boy, they did it well.
And now with a play clock winding down, a whistle and possibly a false start. The Patriots send out their punter on for a very important punt here in overtime. This is taken at the 15. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. Now a first throw here in overtime. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll look to throw here.
And he'll get this underneath to Henry.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That catch puts him right at 100 yards receiving now, and it also gives him a 1st down. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
And this pass caught by Gray. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. A give to Henry. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he gets this all the way down to the Patriots' 20.
So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
Henry up the middle. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
180 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
Partner, this is a pretty good drive they're putting together, and I know if I'm on the other sideline, that offense, kind of helpless, isn't it? Because they may not touch the football at all, because if they go down and score a touchdown, this thing's over.
Absolutely, that would write an ending to this script. We'll see what happens. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Derrick Henry. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Throw left side complete. That's Perkins. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT.
So it's a win for the Niners here, and it was thanks in large part to the play of their second-year quarterback.
Yeah, the numbers don't jump off the page, but he was a steady influence back there. He had a couple of touchdown passes on the afternoon. His guys rallied around him, and they're going to come away victorious.
So for the Niners, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Houston Texans.